Are you struggling with drawing human figures? In today's video, I'm going to guide you through the complete process step by step so you can start drawing human figures with confidence. Figure drawing is one of the most fundamental skills for any artist. Whether you are into illustration, animation, fashion design, or fine art, understanding how to draw a human body is essential. But here's the secret: it doesn't start with details, it starts with structure. Every figure starts with the head. Begin by drawing a simple circle. This circle represents the cranium. Now, to capture the angle or tilt of the head, imagine it as a sphere in 3D space. Add the center line and the jawline extension to complete the basic shape of the head. This step is crucial because the head gives direction and orientation to the entire figure. Now comes the most important part: the line of action. The line of action is the invisible line that runs through the body, capturing the flow, movement, and energy of the pose. It's what makes the figure feel alive. Without the line of action, figures look stiff and lifeless. So, always start your figure by drawing this central line. It can be curved, straight, or even S shaped depending on the posture or action you want to convey. Once you have drawn the line of action, start mapping out the body using basic geometric forms. The rib cage can be represented as an oval or an egg shape. The pelvis can be drawn as a flattened oval or box. Limbs are simplified as cylinders or lines indicating their direction. Think of the body in terms of simple 3D forms that you can easily rotate, bend, and pose. Now, in this drawing, I haven't shown you all the oval shapes and the boxes, but I have given you the simplest way drawing stick figures. With this method, you can draw human figures very easily, effortlessly, and very quickly. Next, use simple lines to indicate the arms and legs. Focus on the angles first. Don't jump into muscles or fingers right away. Mark the joints: shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, and ankles. This rough skeleton will help you maintain correct proportions and movement. Once the basic framework is in place, start adding volume to the arms and legs using cylindrical forms. Sketch out where the chest, waist, and hips will be, following the line of action to ensure flow. And then you can start refining the figure, adding the neck, hands, feet, and facial guidelines. Always check your overall proportions. The average adult figure is roughly 7 to 8 heads tall. Remember to keep the movement natural. Avoid stiffness by maintaining gentle curves in the spine, arms, and legs. If you're ready, you can now move into details: clothing, muscles, hair, facial features, and so on. But the key is to build everything on top of the strong foundation you have just created. Now, a few quick tips. Use reference images to study real human poses. Practice gesture drawings to improve your speed and fluidity. Don't aim for perfection, aim for movement and expression. You should also practice human figures by visiting a real crowded place and drawing on the spot. Drawing clothing and drapery on the human figure can bring your art to life, but it can also be tricky if you don't understand how fabric behaves. In this video, I'm going to break down the basics of how to draw drapery, whether it's a shirt, a pant, or any piece of clothing. Now, when drawing a shirt, you'll find folds around the shoulder and armpit, especially when the arms are raised or bent. At the elbows, the fabric compresses, creating multiple folds when the arm bends. Around the waist, if the shirt is tucked or loosely hanging, you'll see horizontal folds or sagging fabric. If the figure is moving, the shirt will pull in the direction of the movement, creating diagonal tension folds. Now, drawing pants. When drawing pants, the hip area is where folds start when the leg lifts or bends. At the knees, you'll always find gathering of fabric, especially when the leg is bent. The inside of the knee has compression folds and the back of the knee has sagging folds. The ankle area collects excess fabric, creating stacking folds or bunches, especially if the pants are loose or long. Tight pants have fewer but sharper folds, while loose pants create wider, softer folds. Now, to practice drawing drapery, start by observing real clothes. Hang a shirt or scarf and sketch the folds. Study how different fabrics behave, thick versus thin, tight versus loose. Draw the figure first, then let the drapery follow the movement, gravity, and the tension points of the body. Practice simplifying folds into large shapes first, then add smaller, more detailed lines only where necessary. Don't overdo the folds, too many can make the drawing look messy. Let the gesture and movement guide where the fabric folds. Remember, cloth follows form. The body is the foundation. The clothing should complement that, not hide it. Now, remember this while you're drawing a memory drawing. Clothing tells a story about the character, who they are, what they are doing, and even their mood. But more than that, fabric helps emphasize the body's movement, weight, and tension. To draw it well, you need to understand both the form of the body underneath and the behavior of the fabric over it. Drawing the human figure from memory can feel overwhelming at first, but with the right approach and a few essential rules, you can train your eye, your hand, and your mind to work together. Now, I would like to give you some practical tips for your exam. How to practice human figure drawing before your elementary or intermediate exams. So, there should be daily quick gestures for 5 to 10 minutes. Set a timer and draw 5-minute quick human figures from memory every day. Focus on movement, proportion, and structure, not perfection. Break down the human body. Practice each body part individually. One day it should be heads, next torsos, and then next legs and arms. Then practice assembling them together. Another technique is copy, recall, draw method. Look at a human figure reference for 1 minute, close it, draw from memory. This strengthens both visual memory and recall speed for the exam. Another is practice standard poses. Sitting, standing, walking, bending. These are the most commonly asked exams postures. Memorize at least 3 to 5 standard poses that you can confidently draw. Practice within time limits similar to your exam. Focus on clarity, correct proportion, basic detailing, and clean lines. Take time to practice drapery separately, shirts, pants, traditional clothes, so you're not overwhelmed on exam day. Yes, especially saris and salwar kameez. Now, some important tips to avoid feeling overwhelmed during exams. Forget perfection. Focus on progress. Remind yourself your figure does not have to be perfect. Even professional artists make mistakes. The goal is to show understanding of proportion, posture, and basic details. Marks come from clarity and confidence, not perfection. Start light, finish strong. Begin your drawing with light lines, it's like a rough draft. Once you're happy with the pose, darken and clean up. This will help avoid the panic of making mistakes early on. I hope you liked this video. Please let me know in the comment section.